Hey friends, it's Ruben with Hi-Fi MIDI. I want to show you a cool way to create a rock strum pattern using an ample sound electric guitar. If you own one of their electric guitars, it doesn't matter which one, except for maybe semi-hollow finger version, as it won't sound right because it's best suited for picked samples. Then just follow these steps. Open an instance of your favorite electric guitar. Make sure you're using a high gain amplifier like treble metalhead or one of their other ones. Turn on overdrive so it'll break up the sound for that nice distorted tone. Now in this case, I'm using channel 1 on this amplifier, pushed, because it gives me some dirt, but it's not overbearing like heavy metal. Next, set your guitar to double, so it sounds like it's double tracked. Alternatively, if you have more than one ample sound guitar, you can pan one to the left speaker and the other to the right. Next, go to your settings, go to sample, and make sure it's set to cycle times 3, which is going to give you access to more samples so that it sounds more expressive, and set your global envelope to 35 milliseconds start time. Now let's get started. In this exercise, we're going to convert a strum pattern to a riff. So I'm going to make sure that my riff is cleared. For my chord, since I'm using distortion, I'm probably going to choose a barred major chord, or I can choose a power chord, which is like a 5 chord. I'll choose a 5 chord for now. I want this one to have a single note at the beginning, a downstroke, and muted chucks. I don't know which downstroke I want, so I'm going to set this to the bottom 3. And then I want a downstroke here, and I'll overlay what each of these icons represents. And then I'm going to have muted strokes right here. This one I'm going to set to 50 velocity, and the upstroke is going to be 40. And then I'm going to do this again. Now let's listen to this. So right now it's playing that back as a palm mute, but when I send it to Riffer, it's going to assign sustain to it. And I want this to be the whole power chord, so I'm going to reset this. And I only want the root to play. So I'm going to get rid of these top ones. And I'm going to make these palm muted. So I highlight all of them and select palm mute here. And then I want this strum to be graded. So let me go ahead and set this to 80, 70, and 60. And I want these palm mutes to be soft, maybe about a 50. Let's listen to that. I like that. Let's go ahead and drag this to the first measure. So highlight all the notes, hit shift. And then I can start building my song by going to the next chord. The next chord, I want it to be based on C as well. However, I want the third of the chord to be in there. Let's go ahead and transfer that. Let's go ahead and make these palm mute. And it doesn't matter which order you do this in. Set that to about 50. I want these to be quieter. And let's listen to that. And then my next chord would be F major or F power chord, and then G. You can also program this in all 12 keys in 12 chord positions and across 24 rock strumming patterns, totaling 3,456 MIDI files. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm tired and I need sleep. Introducing my Rock Strummer MIDI Pack for ample sound electric guitars. My biggest MIDI pack yet. It contains 24 popular rock strum patterns ranging from classic to punk. I really tried covering the essentials with this. These MIDI files are drag and drop, so you can save them in an external folder and access them through your DAW's media bay. They're categorized by pattern, chord, and key for easy navigation. I've also included a PDF of the tablature and notation so you can see what patterns are included. Stick around to the end to listen to each one. But I've also included the original strummer patterns so you can create your own chord voicing if you find that this is missing the chord that you need. Once it's installed, simply go to Strummer, click on Load Pattern, Navigate to Rock Strummer and you'll see them there, all 24 of them. Double click to load. So the first 3 chords are power chords and they're based off of string 6, 5, and 4 respectively. So you get different tones and different octaves. Let's listen to them. This is great because if you have 2 different guitars, you can have 2 different versions of the chord. That way it gives you that wall of sound. Also, it makes it nice whenever you're transitioning to a certain chord on a specific string, and it's going to sound more natural because you have more options. The next ones are barred chords. So you have a major bar chord 1 and 2, and a minor bar chord 1 and 2, and these are just going to be on different parts of the neck. Next is the famous Hendrix chord, which is also known as the 7♯9 chord, to add some spice to your music. And then a sus2 chord to add some tension. Next, I have a major triad, which cuts out the low notes, and I think it cuts through the mix a lot better, depending on the key. Then a diminished chord. And finally, a first inversion major chord. This is great for when you're transitioning from the 1 to the 4. Let me show you just how easy it is to build your song. Once you've saved the MIDI files in an easy to find folder, go to your media bay, find Rock Strummer MIDI Pack, select your pattern, then your chord, and then choose your key. And then drag it. All right, now I'm going to resize them and show you how easily they fit together. You can even go in and alter the chords and the rhythm because this is all MIDI, so it's editable. But this is on sale at HiFiMIDI.com right now for $29. That's 3,456 MIDI files. This is my biggest one. If you're still not convinced, please listen to the demo. All of it was created by dragging these and fitting them together. Enjoy.